welcome to my Tuesday Facebook Live. Hope you are all well. In fact, let me just turn the volume up on my phone. Hope you're all well on this sunny Tuesday afternoon in June. Little rhyme again, the last Tuesday of June. And I'm going to be doing some nice crafting with you this afternoon. So do please say hi if you're on and watching, or if you have any questions, please ask in the comments and I will do my best to look at the comments and answer your questions about the products, about Stampin' Up. I'm not able to really answer any other general questions, maybe, unless they're about Stampin' Up, or maybe Strictly Come Dancing. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around. And, I've still got my classes book on my desk. I was just doing some administration. So, let me see if I can see myself on Facebook. Yep, I can. Let me just sort that out. Hi again, Margaret. I can see you are watching. So, I was just doing, writing a couple of things in there because there's lots of administration involved in what I do. It is a big part of the role, actually. Not just the crafting. I spend a lot of time on admin, and that can be like writing things down, keeping track on who's booked on classes, but also things like editing photos, doing social media, doing blogs. So there's a lot to do. So please say hello if you're on and watching. Apparently I've got 5 of you watching at the moment, so don't be shy. Hi Geraldine, I don't want to feel lonely. So today I'm going to be sharing with you, I have done this before on a paper crafts and piano, but I've got a class using these products on the 10th of July, and it could do with a little bit more love. It's a week on Saturday, and I'm hoping I will be able to order today if anybody wants to take part in the class. And the basic class is just £25, and it includes a full pack of the papers. Now, these are the papers. This is only half a pack. Hi, Ali. And these make a great alternative to all the floral cards that we seem to do. So they're very on trend with the plants. Plants are just like trendy. I love the brick wall one. This is a fab one for splitting down and making into 6 cards. Then you've got the plant pots. And then you've got the plants that go with the plant pots. And then you've got a big furnace style one. Wouldn't that look really good on the wall of like a downstairs toilet? You know, a little toilet, I think. I could just see it now with like copper, like a copper toilet roll holder. But that's got one of my favourites, like a brick one on the back. So that's just half a pack of the papers. And you're going to get a full pack included in the basic option A, and we'll just be making cards with using the papers, but I'll do an upgrade for those who want to book the stamp set. So I have already started to prepare a card, and do you know, I should really turn this over from this morning. I've already started to prepare a card. In fact, there's a little story about this. I started this card a week and a bit ago on a Saturday morning, trying to do some crafting. I'd had my second jab the day before, and I just wanted some peace and quiet, and I just wanted a little bit of crafty time. You know, I don't often want peace and quiet. I'm quite a, sociable being, but I just did want some peace and quiet. And then the neighbours were banging doing garden stuff, and it was just not meant to be. So these bits got cut out, and then they never got anything done with them since. So that's what happened. So I thought, well, there, I've got somewhere to start. But it seems that I've lost one of my plant pots en route. Let me me see if I've got any comments. I've just got Ali and Geraldine saying hello, and I've got 8 of you on. So please do chat away with me because I do like it. And now I've lost my scissors. I've got a pair here, but these are my best ones. But that's fine. So I'm going to cut out a plant pot. Use this terracotta one. We do have dies that cut this out, but I've tried to do 3 options for the class. I've tried to do a value one with just getting the papers, and then option B is a stamp set, and then option C is the whole bundle. And you get a pack of these free. Hang on, where are they? I got them out ready to show you. Yeah, you're going to get a pack of these paper lattices free. You're all really quiet today. So, these are going to be my little pot plants. I do have a plant here that I've had since I moved in here, which is nearly 3 months. I've got it in the window and it's still alive. It's still doing well. I've managed to do good stuff with it. Okay, so the stamp set, I have not even shown you the stamp set, have I? So this is the stamp set. There's a thank you, there's a to a dear friend, a little note with the biggest thanks. You were there and I'm very grateful. Thank you for watering my plants. There should be one that says that. Thank you for watering my plants whilst I was away. Maybe that would be a good one. But people aren't really aware, are they? So you've got thank you so very much, which is nice. But you don't have to have this. You could just get the papers, do the class with the papers, yeah? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little cluster of plants there, yeah? And then I might, oh, I've still got my blocks out. I'm going to do some stamping. Does anybody who's watching have this set? Are you needing inspiration with this set? Please. Oh, that's a nice noise outside. Please do let me know if you have it, if you like it, and why. So let's make a little shelf for our plants. I don't know if it, you see, I'm drawn to this paper, but I don't think it'd be right having a brick shelf. Do you know what I mean? I might just cut like a cinnamon cider is one of the colours that works well with this suite. So I've got my trimmer here. And I'm just going to cut a sliver off, literally, maybe just over 1 centimetre, and do like sort of like a floating shelf. Well, I've lost some people now and everyone's gone quiet, so I don't know if Facebook is playing ball, because I've heard that people have been having problems seeing comments on Facebook Lives, so I don't know if that's the case. So I thought what I'd do is I'd have a little shelf like this with the plants on. I just think my mum likes these cards. Mum, do you want to do the class? Because she says she's into her foliage and stuff, is my mum, into her gardening, but she says it's a nice change from flowers. So I thought I'd do a little shelf like that, yeah? What do we think? A little shelf of plants. Yeah, let's stick that on. And I'm not going to I'm not going to lay them up on foam pads because they're cut out of paper. I'm just probably going to stick them down. Hi Bernice. Oh yeah, well I hope I can give you some ideas. I have got some cards I've already made, but I often find that whenever I get a new stamp set, I had a girl in our team years ago when I first joined up, Jeanette, and you know when some people say things and you never forget and what they're saying, she always used to say that she used to get NSS, and that was New Stash Syndrome. So we look forward to getting all these nice new things, and then when we get them, we're just a bit overwhelmed by what we're going to do with them. So I think I might do that. I think I might put the large one there. Okay. So yeah, I think this is what happens with me. I think I get NSS, I get New Stash Syndrome, and I have to sort of, I don't always look for ideas from others, but sometimes we need a little kickstart, I think. Now what we could do, actually this one could be nice laid up on some foam pads, so let's, because that's quite sturdy, so let's make it, layer it up. Let's layer up the terracotta pot, and you can overlap them, you know. Could overlap them like that. You know, your plants, just to give the effect that one's sort of in front of the other kind of thing. Yeah? So we'll do that, and then but we'll glue the plant on. And then I'm just going to stick this one flat. Oh, don't do what I just did and forget to tuck your little plant down. I'll make the mistake so you don't have to. Okay, so there we have our little plants. Now what I've done is I'd already started this at home, and it's a white card base, and I've covered the whole of the front of it with the brick style. Now what I think I'm going to do is something that I don't often do, but let's give it a whirl. I like to use these Facebook Lives and my paper crafts and piano to actually experiment with how I'm going to do things. So I think I might stamp straight on to the paper, yeah? And I might stamp here. And I might do a little note with the biggest thanks. Let's see how it looks, you know, because it's only a card, isn't it? Let's not get stressed about it, yeah? So this is a photopolymer set. And I've not used this stamp before. So I'm thinking of stamping on here, but then I don't want the words to not be seen with the sort of bricks. So what we can do, that's fine, because we can go for it, yeah? We can see what it looks like, and then if it goes pear-shaped, we can cover it over with a die cut, yeah? There's always just a bit of forward thinking, and there's always a backup plan. It might look brilliant. It might look not so brilliant. Now that I moved that as a I went wonky then as I stamped down, so it might look not so brilliant. Hi Fiona. Right, well, the thing is, you can read that. A little note with the biggest thanks. And you know what I'm thinking of doing? because I'm feeling grateful to whoever I'm sending this card for. Yeah, feeling grateful. So let's go for it. Let's do another one. Let me just pull that off. That's really annoying and noisy. I'm gonna do one down here. I'm gonna thank these people like they've never been thanked before. So I'm going to do a little note with the biggest thanks. Thank you so very much. We're going all out. These people have watered our plants while we were away, and we're just so grateful. Why did you get stressed, Fiona, tidying up? Mind you, I really need a big tidy. I'm going to leave work early today because I think, you know, every man and his dog is going to be leaving work early today to get home to watch the football. So I might leave an extra bit early. Right, I've gone bananas with the thanks. So there we go. A little note with the biggest thanks. Thank you so very much. Yep. Hey, Wendy. Family visiting. Wow, so I've got 10 of you on. Thanks for tuning in. Please do say hi. So that's my first card I've done. I'd already started this one, so it was a little bit of a cheaty one. But anyway, and as I was saying, if you do want to quickly book on for this class a week on Saturday, or even if you can't make it, I can still book you on and you can make the cards in your own time. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... do you remember if you watched Paper Crafts and Piano on Thursday night, we used these dies and the cards went down very well. In fact, I sent one to Craig's brother's wife for her birthday on Sunday. And these were the picture this dies. And I did see a lady in Australia use these with the plants, but I've had another little idea with it. So I'm going to go with my idea, because sometimes I do have them. Sometimes I just don't have the time to implement them. Is anyone else like that? All the ideas, but not enough time. Now I'm trying to find a piece of paper that I think I'm going to have to cut into a new one. I don't really want to cut into a new one. Oh, it's okay. I got it. I'm going to use this one. Same one. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I am going to cut it to, let me have a think, 10 centimetres. So just a bit narrower than the actual card base. I've not even got a card base, but that's fine. 10 by 14.3, so it's half a centimetre smaller than the front of a card. And then I'm going to take, oh man, I've got stuff all over. I'm going to take a piece of white card and I'm going to cut this exactly the same. By 14.3. Oh, thank you, Geraldine. Oh, it's saying my video's ended. No, it's not. I can see it's still recording. It did that last time. Yeah, it did that last time. How very naughty of it. Let me just... I wonder why it does that. I wasn't looking at comments. I was too busy cutting my card. So, let me find my video again. There I am. I can see me. Right, I'm back. So, sorry, I buffered. Right, okay. I buffered, but I'm looking good now, Fiona. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, no, I'm not going to cut it, I've already cut it. I'm going to stick this together. Don't go bananas with the glue. You want a good coverage, but not gloopy and too much. Yeah, just a thin line, not a big amount. And I'm going to stick these together to make a double layer. Yeah. Okay. Looks like I've cut my paper too big, so I'll just trim that off. Unless I've not matched it up right at the other end, but no. That's fine, that'll do. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this through the machine like that. Okay, you ready? I'm going to bring it in, bring my machine in. Apologies, it does take up the whole of the screen usually. Well, a lot of it. Where's the other one? Okay, let's pop that on there. And just check that that's okay. And then I'm going to cut, and I'm cutting through. Just be mindful, and you might want to go back. You're cutting through 2 layers. Well, it's like 1.5 because it's a layer of paper and a layer of card. So then what you get are these little extra bits, yeah? So I shall move the machine out of the way now. And then I'm left with this aperture. And I need to create a card base. So I think what I might do is not use a white one. I might use a grey granite card base, which is the grey colour within these papers. It's a little bit different to smoky slate. It's not one I use a lot, but whenever it's included in the paper, then obviously I use it to coordinate with the colour in the paper. Am I all good now, girls? Oh, I've got 13 of you watching. And I will upload this video to YouTube as well this afternoon for those people who prefer it on YouTube. Right, so that's going to go on there like that, yeah? Just humour with this. It's going to be like some kind of decor project, and the plants are going to sit like they're on some shelves. That's what I thought I'd do anyway. So I'm going to take my pots, plants. So you've got in this pack, you've got, let me find the one that I've put into already. I've got them all over the place. Here we go. So you've got the plants on their own, the tops of the plants, yeah. Then you've got the pots on their own, and then you've got some that have already been sort of put together for you, okay? So let's have a look at cutting out some of these. Now, they're going to be quite big and they're going to hang over. Obviously, we do sell dies to go with these, and it would be very, very easy for me to get the dies out and cut them out with the dies. But I'm wanting to show you how you can have a go at making some cards, maybe without the dies, yeah? So let's just grab 3 little plants tops, and I'm sure someone's worked out how many plants you get out of one pack of papers. It will be It will be a large amount, I would imagine. Oh, he did, Wendy, yeah. It went down really well. I think he found it a bit strange that no one could sing. But yeah, it went really well, and he said it was a lovely place and the organ was lovely. So yeah, thank you for asking. He's had a couple more inquiries this week as well. So yeah, it was he was nervous, bless him, but that's good. You know, I get nervous when I do musical theatre. If you get nervous, it shows that you care. That's what I always say. Nerves are good. Nerves are good. It shows that you care about how the performance is going to go. But it's just how you deal with the nerves. But thank you for asking, Wendy. That's very kind of you. So you see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these little plants, sort of like in these shelves kind of thing. I just thought we'd see how it looked. It's just a time to experiment. And you know, a little bit of cutting out is therapeutic. What am I doing for my birthday? Well, Fiona. Oh, I'm in a show, Wendy, in December. Well, I'm supposed to be anyway. I'm supposed to be in. It's a bit ironic actually that I'm cutting plants out, and then I'm going to tell you that I've been cast in Little Shop of Horrors. But there's no Audrey 2s. I'm not doing any Audrey 2s on our card today. There's no man-eating plants. So yeah, that's supposed to be in December. Fiona, we are supposed to be going out for the day to Burnsall, I think. And we did it on the first time. It was my birthday when I met Craig. And then we did it the second year. We went on the same walk, same pub lunch. And then the third birthday that we've had been together, it was locked down last year, so nothing was open. In fact, my birthday was the day before things started to reopen last year, because I remember things reopened on the 4th of July a little bit. My birthday's the 3rd. So we are hoping to do that, but I just happened to look by chance on the theatre website to see that there were some tickets for 6 left on Friday night. So I just, do you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to cut these handles off because they don't fit right with the thing. Don't tell anyone. So yeah, we're going to go, I think we're going to go see 6. And I'm going to do a little trick with that as well. So yeah, we've never seen it. We like some of the music from it, so it's on at the theatre in Leeds. It's socially distanced performance. So yeah, bit of a last minute arrangement. Right, okay, that's, oh no, I've just got one pot to cut out. Last minute, yeah. Well, I saw these 2 tickets in the dress circle, and there must have been returns because, I'll be honest, it's been sold out for ages. It's been heavily booked, but then it was supposed to be on this time last year, and it was heavily booked then. And it got moved a year later, but then obviously they thought that they'd be able to open up to normal full houses, and they can't. So it's socially distanced. So what I'm going to do, I say so a lot and I say a lot, I know that. What I'm going to do, oh, I've not put that plant, you didn't tell me, I've missed one. Right, I'm going to show you a little trick. This is my favourite plant because I like it, I like the colour, and it's easy to cut out. What time are we into? 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to leave about 2:30 today. Right. So, can you see that's fine for that plant to sit behind that pot there, yeah? So it's like it's coming out of the pot. And then, because we don't see the inside of the pot, that's fine for that plant to sit there, yeah? Does that make sense? But with this one, because we sort of see the inside, it looks weird if we put the plant there, because it should really be in there, shouldn't it? And then it looks a bit strange if we just do it like that. So what I'm going to do, and you must be really careful doing this, is with my scissors, using them sort of like a craft knife, I'm going to do a little slit along the front and on my mat of the plant pot, like that. And then I can tuck that in. And can you see it looks more authentic then that it's growing out of there? Does that make sense to people? Is that a good tip? Is that a good idea? Do I need to bookmark that idea? Okay, so that's going to go there. And that little plant's going to sit there. And I think what I might do is have one sat here, like that, and then one sat on there like that. So it's sort of like the growing and they're on little shelves, yeah? Does that look like there could be on some shelves in a conservatory or something? I'm just going to have a drink. Yep. What do we think? Now, thanks Fiona. What I'm going to do, okay, is I want to put a sentiment. Now, let me look at what I have and what will fit. Right, to a dear friend is going to struggle in there. So what you can do, grab a block and hover over that. Should fit in. A little note with the biggest thanks should fit in, just fit in there. There might be a leaf in the way, but that's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the plants and I'm going to sort of put this where I want it, but I'm not sticking it down. I could use a little bit of washi tape and hope that it doesn't rip it. Just position it in place like that. Oops. Now I've stuck it to here. But what I should do is I should have had it on my mat. Now I've moved it. Right, what I need to do is make sure my stamp is clean, because I'm going to stamp it in just jade. I would probably have chosen to stamp it in grey granite, but I don't think it will show up enough. I could use basic grey, but I think I'll go for the just jade because there's plenty of green. Oops. Right, I'm going to have to stand up and do this, I think. Oh, just squeezes in, look. Just squeezes in. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to remove that very carefully. It ripped it tiny, but you can't tell because it's like the bricks. Okay, and I'm going to grab my dimensionals and I'm actually going to pop this up. So I couldn't have really done that stamping if it had been stuck down with the dimensionals on. So, if you get my drift, because this would have been in the way. Okay, so I'm going to use, have I got some mini ones here? Or shall I just cut these ones around the sides? Because you need some in the middle there too. Oh, I had some mini ones sat right here. Not there for the size. Rustle, rustle, rustle. No, I'll just cut some in half. That's okay. Because I want a little bit of reinforcement here. Like that. There we go. Right, I'm going to stand up and do this. There we go. So voila, it fit inside. So now it's time to add the plants. Don't feed the plants. That's one of the taglines from Little Shop of Horrors. Don't feed the plants. So we are going to have to layer these up on some foam pads, yeah? And that's going to go in there. We'll do it with a combination of foam pads and glue. What I'm just going to do though is I'm just going to shut my ink pads up because an open ink pad makes me feel a bit nervous. Oh, I've 16 of you watching now, so do please say hello if you're new or even if you're not new. Don't be shy. So what we need to do, we need to be really careful. We need to just look which bit's got glue and then which bit needs foam pads. I did this morning on my YouTube. You need to do a little bit of each, yeah? Because some is on the, I'll show you what I mean. Some's on the non-raised bit, so that needs glue on. But then the bit that's already raised just needs foam pads on to balance it out. So basically the bottom needs glue on and the top, the leaves and stuff, need foam pads on to secure them. So that should be, keep taking it, there, that should be fine. So we'll then pop a little bit of glue here on the bottom bit and then peel off the backs. There we go. Like that. So this one is going to sit like this and go like that there. Yeah. So we need a foam pad at the top and glue at the bottom. Like that. And then this, oh, there's a foam pad in the way. It's just going to tuck in there, and I'm just going to grab some glue. I've tucked it under the foam pad and pop a bit of glue there for it to glue to. Hi Paula. Yeah, Wendy, it makes me nervous, especially when I did in-person classes, and you know, I used to say, ladies, close those ink pads. I do have an in-person class scheduled for 24th of July, all being well. I will be running that here. And I can accommodate 5 people. I've got 1 lady booked in. Woo! And Craig and I have been talking about, well, I say Craig and I've told Craig that I've suggested that we do some, from next year, I'm not going to call them retreats, but suggest that we do some in-person paper crafts and piano, like maybe an all-day thing with maybe a hotel stay, and Craig, I do a classes, papercraft classes through the day, and Craig plays piano. I mean, I can't have him maybe playing all day long, but I'm sure like that's gonna need tucking a little bit. So yeah, that was a little idea that I've had. Yeah, but if I do it on a weekend, Wendy, I can come for the weekend. So there is card number 2. We've got a little shelf of plants, yeah? And we had 1 card base left. What do we think of that one? And what time am I on? Oh, it's 2:15 nearly already. So I'm not gonna have time, but what you could do, is you could make some like shelves with the bits that you cut out, and then do some more plants. Oh, Paula, bless you. Do some more plants on those shelves that you've cut out. So I hope I've given you a couple of ideas with this set, and shown you that, I know I've used the sentiments from it, but really for the images I've just used the papers. And then I could do one that's like the opposite to the one we've done, and then do the plants. Do the plants. So what do we think of today's makes? I'm not gonna make you sit and watch me cut some more plants out, but these, let me move all this debris actually. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, these are the 2 cards that I've made. Oh, thank you, girls. These are the 2 cards that I've made today. Yeah. I just think they're just a bit different, aren't they? You can't be offended by a pot plant. And then I've got a couple, these are the ones I made the other week on the paper crafts and piano. So I've actually made 5 cards with this one, and I've really mostly used cutting the papers out. So it's now 2:15. I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you Thursday night if you're watching our paper crafts and piano. come on England, it's coming home. And I will see you on Thursday evening. This video will be uploaded to YouTube, and I'm going to do that now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing your Tuesday afternoon with me, and morning if you were on with YouTube with me this morning. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye. Oops, I cannot finish the broadcast.